I'm a nurse. Last night, I saw something strange on the ER's security camera. I was at the nurse's station, flipping through a trashy tabloid and sipping my coffee, when Olga nudged me. The little girl escaped, she said, giggling. What? She pointed to the grainy security monitor. Madeline was standing in the hallway, but not in her hospital gown. She wore a black dress, white stockings, and shiny shoes, like she was headed to a funeral. She shouldn't be up, I muttered, leaning in. And where'd she get those clothes? Madeline had been admitted earlier that night, bloodied from a fall down the stairs. Dr. Thompson wanted to observe her overnight. Well, you gonna get her? Olga asked. I rolled my eyes and walked down the hall. Madeline? But when I turned the corner, the hallway was empty. I checked her room. She was fast asleep in bed. Gown on. 4 still in place. I came back shaken. She's sleeping, I told Olga. I don't think she ever left. Ooh, spooky, Olga teased. Maybe it's that slime demon thing you were going on about last week. I gave her a look. Not funny. Gonna murder me over it? She grinned. I'm so scared. I ignored her and went back to reading about a half-mermaid sighting at Lake Erie. At 3:40 a.m., it happened again. Madeline stood outside her door on the monitor, same dress and stockings. She's back, I said, elbowing Olga. Just then, a hallway light flickered and went out. Olga looked up. Oh, it's the demon child again, she joked. If you're so amused, you check on her. She rolled her eyes and headed off. I stayed at the console. The video grew darker, light after light flicking off down the hallway, until only the bulb above Madeline's door remained. Then I saw it. A shadow, tall, impossibly thin, bled into view. I squinted. Was it Olga? Number, this thing was too tall, too wrong. It crept closer to Madeline, and she saw it too. She backed toward her room, arms stretched over the doorway, shaking her head. The shadow moved closer. Beep, beep, beep! Her vitals were crashing. I bolted down the hallway. Olga stood frozen at the door, hallway half dark. Call Dr. Thompson, I yelled. I rushed inside. Madeline was limp in bed. Her heart had stopped. I began CPR, praying silently, my hands trembling. Blip, 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 a heartbeat. Dr. Thompson burst in as I collapsed against the wall, sobbing. She stayed a few more days, but quickly recovered. As I prepped her discharge, I checked her vitals and smiled. How are you feeling? Great, she chirped. She turned to her parents. She saved me. Oh, I began. Not you, she said with a little smirk. Maggie. Maggie? Her mom looked at the floor. Her dad gave an awkward cough. Who's Maggie? I asked. They didn't answer. You're all set, I said, removing the cuff. Yay! Madeline grabbed her mom's hand and skipped off. Her dad lingered. Thanks again. I heard you saved Madeline's life. No, that was Maggie, I replied, half joking. He paused, eyes distant. When my wife was pregnant with Madeline, she was actually pregnant with twins. I froze. One passed away in the womb, identical girls. We didn't want to keep secrets, so we told her. But now, she talks like Maggie's still around. Another heavy cough, a trembling smile. Anyway, thank you. He turned and walked away. But I just sat there, chilled to the bone, thinking of the little girl standing in the hallway, the one in the black dress, the one who looked exactly like Madeline, and who, I now realized, had been protecting her.